Remdesivir used for chronic weight management in adult and pediatric patients from the county's prescription program effective June 1st, 2021. Member employees would be able to obtain the drug directly from the manufacturer, possibly at no cost to the member employee. And let me explain. From time
county and help you learn more about the county and what those points are and what they mean to our history. So again, that's the Berks History Center Road Ramble website, berkshistory.org/events. And one other item is the COVID Hospitality Industry Relief Program grant. The second round opened up and will be open through May 17th at 5 p.m. This grant is for businesses in the hospitality industry. You can get more information at rebuildberks.com/funding. Again, rebuildberks.com/funding. Initially, it was about $4.4 million, and there's a little over $1 million left on that. So if you know of anyone that owns a business in the hospitality industry and has not applied and was affected by COVID, which 99% of the businesses were in that industry, please have them go to rebuildberks.com/funding for more information on that and to apply. It is not a first come, first serve. The applications will be looked at after May 17th, but you still want to have time to get in all the information that is required. That's all I have. Commissioner Leinbach, back to you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rivera and Commissioner Barnhart. I have one item, and I'm going to share my screen. Later this afternoon, I will be hosting a kickoff meeting for the Berks County Advisory Committee for the America 250 PA effort. In 2026, the United States will celebrate its 250th birthday. It's a celebration of the writing and signing of the Declaration of Independence. And I just want to share a video that has been created by the America 250, kind of explaining the effort.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
That all men are created equal.
That they are endowed by their Creator
with certain unalienable rights.
That amongst these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
(1776), representatives of 13 colonies gathered in Philadelphia to sign the Declaration of Independence.
250 years ago, right here in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is a commonwealth with a rich history, with diverse citizens and amazingly beautiful resources. In 2026, we celebrate 250 years of this great nation.
We want to specifically celebrate Pennsylvania and all its contributions to America.
Besides being the cradle of democracy, Pennsylvania has contributed many firsts to America.
Titusville saw the first oil well in 1864, which launched the modern-day petroleum industry.
In Harrisburg, we have the longest stone arch bridge in the world, constructed in 1902.
In 1909, the first baseball stadium, Forbes Field, was built in Pittsburgh. And of course, Pennsylvania is the birthplace of Little League Baseball. Its inaugural season was in 1939. The first Little League World Series followed and was played in Williamsport in 1947.
And let's not forget, the Articles of Confederation, the precursor to our nation's Constitution, were drafted in York, Pennsylvania.
Did you know that Pennsylvania has over 59,000 farms and the largest rural population in the nation?
Philadelphia is home to Independence Hall, the birthplace of the United States of America.
Philadelphia claims a lot of firsts.
The American flag.
The first theater. The newspaper.
Llegaron.
The first stock exchange. The piano. The first computer.
The first art museum and school. The Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts was founded in 1805.
The Philadelphia Zoo was America's first zoo.
Philadelphia was also home to the first post office as we know it today, with Benjamin Franklin serving as our first postmaster general.
Pennsylvania is home to some of the best businesses in the world.
And we are proud of all the products made right here by our skilled workers.
We have Zippo lighters in Bradford.
Martin Guitars in Nazareth.
Harley Davidson in York.
Tasty Cake in Philadelphia.
We have Play World, a division of Play Power in Lewisburg.
Crayola crayons in Easton.
My favorite color is green. My favorite color is red. My favorite color is silver. My favorite color is light pink.
We have America's oldest brewery, Yingling, in Pottsville.
Hers, Utz, Martin's, Wise, and Middlesworth. All right here in Pennsylvania.
Heinz Ketchup.
America's favorite ketchup.
Smith's hot dogs.
Erie!
Hershey's chocolate in Hershey.
And let's not forget, Pennsylvania is home to some of the best sports teams in the country.
We have the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We have the Philadelphia Eagles.
We have the Philadelphia Phillies.
We have the Pittsburgh Pirates.
The Pittsburgh Penguins.
We have the 76ers.
We have the Philadelphia Union.
So much to be proud of.
So much to celebrate.
2026 is coming.
Are you excited?
Are you Pennsylvania proud? How do you want to see Pennsylvania celebrate?
How do you want to see Pennsylvania recognize our heritage?
We want the celebration
To be epic. Educate, preserve, innovate, celebrate.
This only happens once every 250 years. Let's have some fun.
Are you in? Are you in?
Chal Untun Mane. Join us.
Join us.
Únete a nosotros.
Join us.
America 250 PA.
Amérique 250 PA.
América 250 PA.
Pennsylvania proud.
Pennsylvania recupérame.
Pennsylvania proud.
250 years. 250 年. 250 anni.
250 years.
It all happens in 2026.
It all started right here.
Be here.
Be here.
Be here.
Be here.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America.
Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Amerika.
Feliz cumpleaños, América.
Tanti auguri, America. Buon compleanno.
Happy birthday, America. You look great.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America. Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America.
I hope you enjoyed that. I know it was a little long. I don't make a habit of playing long stuff like that, but I just really want to promote that this is an opportunity for Berks County to play a role in this effort. I don't know how many people we already have on the committee. It's a pretty broad group. We're seeking folks geographically, demographically, across different racial backgrounds. We have George Miser as part of our group And it was kind of funny when I reached out to George, he said, and I'm not going to say his age, but he said, I'm going to be such and such an age if I'm around in 2026. And I said, George, we need you now. Nobody knows Berks County history quite like George Miser, but we have a number of people on, and I'm excited about it and just wanted people to be aware and watch for the celebration of events, not just in a statewide basis, but you'll see some celebration of historical events here in Berks County, but with a special emphasis on the Declaration of Independence and the promise it made to America and our responsibility to uphold that promise. That's all that I have. With that, we'll open it up to any row officers.
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning.
Dennis.
Yeah, I usually don't chirp in too much. I just wanted to give you guys an update on the pension program. We are up to $557,650,000 in our pension program. So it's at new records. And when you tie that to the general fund, we're almost $800 million we're controlling.
Yep, very impressive. It's been a good year so far for the pension. Anyone else? Sandy Graffius, our controller.
Good morning. I would just like to add a couple things to Commissioner Rivera's report on the book Bonanza. What he didn't say, and I think it's important to know, the American Association of University Women run this book Bonanza every year, and the funds that they collect from selling people's donated books all goes to Berks County Public Library System. Over the years, they've donated hundreds of thousands of dollars because folks have been very generous, giving books to them, which they then sort and fix and sell. And then also they go over there and they buy this stuff. So please, 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 if you have any gently used books, give it to the book Bonanza and they'll be sold. And then the money will come into our Berks County Library System. Second thing I wanted to say, for those of you that have been tuning into any of our public programs, you know that the Controller's Office is starting a debit card program. When you get a debit card in the mail from the veterans, please be aware this is not a scam. By state mandate, we give you $75 towards your funeral expenses, and you will be getting a debit card in the mail from the Veterans Administration with your $75 credit on your debit card.
So I need a clarification on that. You
Okay.
said I get it if I die, I get a debit card. But if I'm dead, how can I use the debit card?
Well, you know, sometimes life is a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the family members of the deceased veteran. I just thought to clarify that.
You know, I think it's wonderful. Commissioner, you continue over the years to listen to what I say.
I do.
And then you also help me if I don't make it clear. The second thing I want to tell you is that we will be paying our election workers this year with debit cards. Now, they will be aware it's not a scam because whoever goes around as a rover, when they're handed their debit card from the county, they'll be getting a debit card instead of a check. So I want you to know we're going to be rolling this out to the election workers this year, but we already started working on our veterans' families' payment of the $75. How's that?
Very good. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other row officers? Okay. With that, I will turn to my executive assistant again, Mary Buer, for public comment.
Thank you. William Mulgrew of Greenwich Township. I urge the commissioners not to adopt a county health department. It is not an accident that only 6 out of 67 counties have one. We don't need it. Governor Wolf should negotiate with the legislature for funding of his public health mandates rather than force that cost onto the counties. Dwight Wegman, Lower Heidelberg Township. Will Election Services be providing a public report on the Berks result of the 2% audit of the November 2020 election mandated for each county by the state? John Archer, Spring Township. Commissioners, during the past few months, several, excuse me, I'll start over. Commissioners, during the past few months, several commentators to the Commissioners' weekly meetings have raised concerns over the possibility of the Berks County ES&S precinct express voting machines and tabulator scanners, as well as the mail-in ballot scanners having internet accessing capability. Having participated as a Berks County GOP observer and having an opportunity to examine the voting equipment during Election Services voting machines final testing activity prior to the upcoming primary election, it can be confirmed that the machines used in Berks County do not have internet connection capability. As an observer, I want to express my personal thanks to all of the Berks County Election Services personnel who hosted the observers and who responded so professionally to all of the questions pertaining to our county's voting equipment. That said, Election Services IT group is encouraged to continue to be ever vigilant in any of its network connections with the PA Department of State and any other offices with which it may have network interfaces to detect, identify, record, and investigate any potential hacking operations. Chris Redinger, Ruscombe Manor. Good morning, Commissioners. After some research and consideration, I can't see the point of duplicating the efforts of the Pennsylvania Health Department by having what amounts to a satellite office in Berks County. Having a county health department would have the taxpayers of Berks County paying for it, and also for the state of Pennsylvania Health Department. At a time when money is tight, people are out of work, some businesses have closed for good, and with the impending Biden tax increase on the way, the additional expense to the people of Berks County would seem to me and many others as unnecessary. My understanding is that only 6 of some 67 counties have a county health department. So obviously many also feel having a county health department is too expensive to maintain. Could I hear the Commissioner's opinion on this and how long before there's a final decision made, yes or no, to a county health department for Berks County? Crystal Kowalski, why I'm missing. Good morning, Commissioners. In looking ahead to the construction of a new prison in the next few years, I would like to suggest the county pursue an analysis of our current criminal justice system, statistics, policies, and practices by an agency that focuses on true criminal justice reform. One such agency is the Vera Institute of Justice. They are a data-driven organization that has been working for reform since 1961. They state their mission as to drive change, to urgently build and improve justice systems that ensure fairness, promote safety, and strengthen communities. Vera works in partnership with local, state, and national government officials to create change from within. Below is a description from their website which speaks to their process. We study problems that impede human dignity and justice. We pilot solutions that are at once transformative and achievable. We engage diverse communities in informed debate. We harness the power of evidence to drive effective policy and practice. In May of 2019, CGL provided an analysis of our criminal justice system. They provided a 171-page in-depth report. This report was from the perspective of a company that's business is the planning, design, maintenance, and operation of prisons. I am asking that we add to this perspective a study provided by an organization who has worked in the field of criminal justice reform for 60 years. Thank you for considering my suggestion. Ubelkis Perez Reyes, Ubelkis Tavares Redding. Berks County Commissioner's goal is to ensure public access to information in simple and understandable formats. Can we have a Spanish interpretation at these meetings, considering the large Latinx residents in Berks County? And that concludes the Q&A for today.
That ends our public comments segment. I'll open it up to my colleagues for any comments.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. The 2% audit is done every year as prescribed by the state. There is no formal report or presentation out. It's obviously an audit that's done internally at the office, and everything worked out extremely well for our November election. Lastly, the ongoing concerns or questions about a county health department. The board has agreed that as we move forward with the American Rescue money, as it comes here, we have committed to doing an analysis through an RFI, through a professional organization, to determine the actual critical needs of our community when it comes to health. So I would not speak for my colleagues, obviously, but I think there is an awful lot of data and a lot of information and research that needs to be conducted for or against the consideration of a county health department. It's not something that we are going to do in the near term, but it's something we are going to evaluate, and we've committed to making sure if there are indicators out in the community, what we can do as a county government or through our other various not-for-profit agencies to improve those numbers. So that's probably going to be a process that's going to take anywhere from a year to 18 months. So nothing imminent, nothing definitive, but we are certainly open to what our community needs are with respect to health indicators. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. I'm going to jump in on two items. I agree on the Department of Health. There are absolute legitimate concerns that have been raised by folks commenting, but I think we owe it to the public to do a proper analysis, determine what needs or issues may exist, and what is the best way and most responsible way to address those. Don't draw from my comments any conclusion other than I'm going to look at it seriously. And when it comes time to make a decision, I'm going to make a decision based on the facts, not based on a knee-jerk response by myself. I'm not reflecting on any other comments, but I want to make an informed decision. That's what I intend to do. John Archer, I want to thank him for his comments. The election department under state law relative to Act 77 is required to notify both parties within the county of the review and certification that takes place prior to each election, and invite members from those parties to come, observe, ask questions, etc. John was one of those observers of several that came, and I happened to be able to actually see John briefly. I think it was a week or so ago when he was viewing the review and certification of the mail-in ballot tabulators, and he indicated to me at that point how impressed he was with the process, and that it was very good to not just hear, but to be able to see and demonstrated that these machines are not connected to the internet. They don't have internet capabilities. They don't have Wi-Fi capabilities. They don't have Bluetooth capabilities. And that is vitally important, because one of the main arguments of some is that some of the massive voter fraud that is alleged occurred because machines are connected to the internet. It is illegal in Pennsylvania for these machines to have any connectivity to the internet. That's part of the certification process the machines had to go through before the state certified them. But B, we were able to verify that again to the individuals who participated in that. So John, I thank you for sharing your experience, and hopefully that will encourage others about the integrity of the election process here in Berks County. That's all that I have. Commissioner Rivera?
Yes, thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. I just want to echo my colleague's sentiments in reference to the Community Health Department. It's something I also want to look at the data, look at the pros, the cons, and see where that leads us. As of now, a decision has not been made. The only decision that we have made is to find someone to help us with this process, to make sure that we're looking at all the data that's available and all the pros and the cons of moving forward with a county health department. Also want to, Jubel case, I have made a note of her request, and I will be looking into that to see what the options are in reference to that, and see what the next steps would be to determine if that's something needed and viable as well. So Juvenkis, if you can leave on there your contact information so I can reach out to you, that would be great. All right, thank you.
I'm not sure, I'll tell you what, why don't you give your email address, because the comment section is closed, so she's not able to do that.
All right, I will send that to her now.
You're publishing an announcement? Yeah, I opened it so you can do that.
Okay. Yep, I sent her my email.
Okay, I'm not gonna close it until you send it, because I want to make sure it goes through.
I hit send privately.
See it.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else for the good of the order?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
The meeting is adjourned.